How you guys doing? Mason here, Black Talon Tactical. Today we're talking Kunas, and this is a fun Kuna. This is the new 40. We have 40s in stock, so a little bit of an update. We're still looking at having you guys probably start sending in your lowers around first, second week of August, and turnaround should be about a week, hopefully less, but you know that's the goal. So a lot of questions that people have had or made comments was about the first video that we put out, because we were just kind of pumped, and there was comments about, you know, seeing the safety kind of wiggle around a little bit. Yeah, we knew it was a beta test, or like a Charlie or a Delta. It was early testing. We just wanted to show you guys what we were doing because it's cool and exciting. But I can tell you this, safety does not move, does not wiggle, does not jiggle. Also, I'll show you guys just a little bit of what the parts that we're making. You still retain your full ambidextrous safety controls. We don't do anything, any manipulations of the actual factory lower. It stays completely original. You'd be able to swap in your original trigger, the whole trigger group, fire control unit. All of that would be able to just go right back in without any issue. We're going to be offering our 3 different trigger shoes. The flat, which is basically like the OEM one, or straight, whatever you would like to call it. Then we will have our IFP, which a lot of people like, and the curved, which doesn't ever sell, but hey, the offer's there. So our original trip, I'll show you some video or photos of that here in a little bit. That's got more rounds than I think actually we've even kept track. It's probably in excess of 10,000 rounds. So I don't think anybody has to worry about our trip wearing out or failing. We haven't necessarily figured out anything yet for, we'll call it warranty or service intervals, but definitely if you have issues within like the first 1,000 rounds, we are going to 100% take care of any issues that might be arising, although there shouldn't be any issues because we've tested the shit out of this, unlike other companies who have not done the very best job of testing. I will also show you some images of our little short stroke modification. This runs fine without the short stroke kit. You can run it without it. We do not recommend at all using the HBI. The HBI one, it can intermittently work. It causes problems. It's not that it's a bad buffer kit. It's just, when you have it in there, the material, it's just not the same as OEM. It gets hot, it gets sticky, it slows up, it gums up, it does not work. It does not work well with active trigger, you know, systems, FRTs, super safeties, whatever you want to call it, whatever you'd like to call it. We have a little attachment that we put on the back side. It's made of a very high heat, dense polymer that it works very well, runs very seamlessly. Kind of helps a little bit of that canting motion. Some other comments or questions that people have asked: does this void the warranty? No, this does not void the warranty. If you have an issue with your gun, something heat cannons itself, you know, into oblivion, you can call Springfield and be like, hey, this shit's wrecked, and it will not have void your warranty. I have talked a lot with people at Springfield to get a very good relationship with them. Everything we're doing does not void your warranty. When it comes to cleaning, we absolutely recommend you do lots of cleaning, especially suppressed. There is a lot of material, particulate that gets built up inside of these, and in general there is, but there's just with full burr mode, you get a lot. So bare minimum, every 1,000 rounds, do some deep cleaning of your gun. Or you can do what I do in testing and just run it till it fails, so you can get to a couple 1,000 rounds. But you might want to do some cleaning. As well for some of the magazines. We still have yet to have a magazine failure, but those things, when they get dirty, they don't feed properly, so you can get malfunctions. So it's a little bit different when you're just shooting, you know, semi-auto, because there's time in between. It's, I guess technically it still is semi-auto, but we'll call it slow semi-auto. When you're doing, you know, your slow standard semi-auto, they just feed more consistently. But when you are doing full fun mode, it's a fast feed, and if those magazines are dirty, they can gum up, they can slow up, and you can have interruptions in fun mode. Doesn't look too dissimilar to factory, but we have added this lovely little high heat polymer. And so putting it together is basically just like, you know, you would do with your H5. We're going to leave the same spring, and you're just going to push it down. You got that little collar, pop that shoulder off. There's a male end, it goes into the female end. Very easy peasy. This comes with your ATS kit. So some of the parts for the ATS are going to be D2 tool steel, so it's going to have a very, very long life. We don't necessarily fully know how long all the parts are going to go because they haven't failed, and I think right now with some of the original stuff that we did with it was 17.4, those parts have got over 10,000 rounds, and they're still very much within spec, and they just keep working. We've now started doing the D2 and doing a bunch of testing with that. Those have probably around 4,000 rounds through them, maybe more. Everything that we're making here with this ATS is going to have a lot of precision behind it, a lot of reliability, and the only part that is on you is to clean the damn thing. One other thing, so with the Kuna, the ATS, you're going to be getting short stroke kit. You're going to be getting the trigger upgrade, which is going to be removing the trigger travel from 10 millimeters of trigger travel down to 2 millimeters. The reset from about 6 millimeters down to 1 millimeter. So you're going to be getting a significant upgrade with your trigger pull. Pull weight's going to be about 3.5 pounds. You're going to be getting your full ambidextrous safety selector, and then the trip is cool. The trip, it's pretty cool. So I'll insert some B-roll with that, and yeah, I'll be doing another update video here soon. So if you have questions, leave them in the comments. I read them, and who knows, if you say something really stupid, I might clap back at you. You guys are stoked, we're stoked. Anyway, thanks again. You guys have a good one. Peace.